I know you're excited. Just be patient. Yeah, baby. Let's crack one of these open. I know a number of people have done the shrink ripping already, but I do want to point out one thing. It's the extra counters. See this little character up here? See that right there? That little diagram? That looks like a steeple, doesn't it? But it's not. That is a character from the book. That's Katarina. I won't tell you what she is because you'll think something weird is going to happen in the game, but nothing weird happens in the game. I really like this box art. I know it's a departure from the others, but it evokes the chaos and craziness of the situation, and I think it's very cool. So, let's rip this sucker open and we'll be right back. I think that's a good sign. They ran out of bonus scenarios, so they only sent me one. I've got 2 copies. I ordered 2 copies of the game. So that means they sold a bunch, which is great. And let's have a look at the rest of the box now. This was one of the things I wanted to see. I wanted to see the difference in shade and color between the 2 versions. This is the EisenBach Gap original module map, and the new version. And the new one has a very nice tone and green to it. I think that perhaps it's more, if I remember correctly, I haven't looked at the Nations of War maps for a while. It seems to be more reminiscent of the green that is in evidence there. And then in terms of, you know, obviously this will all work nicely with the rest of the maps that come in the series, which, you know, they're all fairly consistent. That's got a little bit of a shading difference there, but not too dramatic. But this one is particularly lighter. It's even lighter than most of the other maps from Tuz and Blood and Bridges and things like that. So that's the board. I wanted to check the board out and see how it looked. It looks just fine, and it's got that nice linen finish on the back. Now the counters I was interested in seeing because I had a number of comments and in the videos that have been posted so far that they had this linen finish to them, and indeed they do. And I would say that feels rather nice. It's got a nice tactile feel to it. I've been very aware, I guess, recently of counters that are super slippery, I guess. If I don't, I coat most of mine in that crayon or Clyron or whatever it is, the clear varnish, the clear matte varnish, to give a little bit more tactile feel and protect the counters. My copy of EisenBach Gap is almost worn. Many pieces are worn. Where the paint wore off, particularly the turn marker and the ops complete markers and things like that, because I have played it quite a bit. And quite frankly, I think the first version of it, the counters weren't particularly, robust in any case. So these ones are very nice, and I'll work out whether I'm going to coat them or not with the, I think it's Cryon. I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It starts with a K. You can buy it in a hobby store. It's $3 or $4 a can, and you hold the can back 8 or 10 inches and just give it a nice light coat, and it protects the counters. Anyway, so that's that. And order of battle and the full color rules that you've all seen before. So there were just a couple of little things I wanted to share with you, nothing overly interesting or per se. I'll punch this out, and I'm actually going to jump in and try and play a scenario the next day or two. And we'll see how it all looks and feels on the map.